Take one.
Filming this video as a reminder to always be kind. So a couple of months ago in March, my photographer and I went to recce the area around Bishan for our shoot for Collapso Construction. Now, for Collapso Construction is actually a campaign that talks about and highlights the thoughts of people from diverse backgrounds, people who are part of the minority communities in Singapore, and also people who may have received certain privileges in Singapore as a person of a certain race or of a certain ethnicity. But what we wanted to do was get these thoughts of these young people out there online and basically enable them to make a difference by, contributing whatever thought they could to the whole idea about a diverse and inclusive Singapore. So what I experienced during the photo shoot was something really special. In fact, it was before the photo shoot. So what actually happened was that the team and I, we were at the photo shoot venue, and we were just starting our recce, but we had a lot of equipment with us. We had like the props, we had the camera, and we had like these really frustrating ribbons that we were going to use as a part of the photo shoot, if you'll see from the Collapso Construction campaign. So we were walking up this pathway, and there was this table, and it was like a mini pagoda. So there was a roof, like a mini roof structure, a table, and there were benches. And what happened was that there were a few foreign workers who were sitting there. And okay, so we actually started this shoot on Saturday and Sunday. So this was the second day, this was Sunday. And what a lot of people know in Singapore is that, so we have foreign workers and also helpers who who come here from other Southeast Asian countries and other countries in Asia, basically, to come here and work. Usually Sunday is an off day for these foreign workers. So a few of these Bangladeshi foreign workers were actually sitting around were sitting at this table at this pagoda structure area. And what happened was that I told my photographer, actually we needed that table. I think we should move to another place. And what happened then was that the foreign workers saw the two of us coming up that pathway with our equipment, and immediately they moved. So what I said was, it's okay, you guys can stay here, we'll just find another place. But instead of doing that, what they said was that no problem, we'll move, it's fine, it's okay. And in fact, one of them even said that maybe if we move, she'll feel better, like no need to stay here. So what I've learned from that was that, firstly, wow, like people are really kind in the sense that these foreign workers were going to just give up their seats for us on their rest day, on a day that they were supposed to rest, just because two of us were who came later than them needed a place to dock all of our stuff and to basically make a headquarters in the middle of the photo shoot location. So that was really nice of them. But the second thing that I kind of got was the phrase that they said basically was, she'll feel better about it, she'll feel safer about it if we move. So I find this very troubling because of the fact that there actually is a stigma that these foreign workers may pose a threat to Singaporeans, particularly Singaporean females. And the thing is, I don't want to like completely cover up all incidents that have all negative incidents that have occurred between people from a foreign worker community and a Singaporean female. I'm not saying that these are bad. I'm not saying that these are I'm not saying that these incidences should be completely disregarded. But what I am saying is that the stigma of the fact that they may pose a danger to a Singaporean female person has perpetuated, clearly it's perpetuated for a very long time, and clearly it's become a big thing because of the fact that they immediately said that they would move because I would feel safer. So of course I asked them like, are you sure? Do you guys, I don't mind if you guys take like this half of the table, we can share. But they still went off, and I greatly appreciated that. But I do not appreciate the fact that, for example, some other Singaporeans may have accidentally or unknowingly perpetuated the view that foreign workers are not welcome here or are not able to have the same rights of sharing a table or of even sitting at the same table as a Singaporean female, for example. And this is just one incident that I firsthand experienced from a photo shoot. So So this is just my own story. Okay, and then the thing is, a few months later, meaning like yesterday or like last week, last week, I was on Facebook, and on Facebook I saw this post, and this post was by a woman, a Singaporean female woman, and she had said, and what she wrote there was that I was on the MRT, so this woman was on the MRT, and when she stepped into the train, a foreign worker immediately gave up the seat for her, and this Singaporean woman basically wondered, oh, is it because I look pregnant, like haha. But then he said, oh no, it's because you are Singaporean, so Singaporeans sit first. So what I find troubling is that not only it's not just about the fact that like, oh, we could pose a danger to you, but it's because of the fact that you're a Singaporean and you're someone native to this country, and because of that I have to give up my seat for you, even though like I got here first. And of course this lady was completely like, she was completely shocked as well, and she even asked him to like basically come back and sit, like it's fine. So there are people in Singapore who are extremely gracious and who do understand that there could be certain stigmas that foreign workers themselves that make foreign workers themselves afraid of actually taking the step to basically sit where they want to sit, or use the same facilities at the same time as other Singaporeans. But as we come to today's to basically Singapore's 53rd birthday, well, we're 53 and we've progressed a lot. And what I feel is very important to take note of is that, I mean, the theme for this year is we are Singapore, and with a revamped National Day song, with a revamped like theme song for this year. There's a few lines that basically hit me a lot, which were the future is uncertain and everything must change, and also the line basically about I can be the difference that I want to be. So I feel that the emphasis of this year's National Day song ties in with the idea of individual responsibility, in that now with a new age and with like the digital age, and where globalization has occurred, and where there are a lot of transfusion of cultures in Singapore food, in Singapore culture, in basically in pop culture, in Singapore everything, while we do hold on to our identity well, it is also important to take note that if we want to continue having a harmonious society, or an inclusive society for that matter, acknowledging the fact that there are many people of different races and ethnicities, nationalities living in Singapore, coexisting with us, then we should be truly the difference that we want to be, by ensuring that as individuals we don't just take these stigmas wholesale. We don't just swallow this pill of negativity and don't and basically restrict ourselves from reaching out to people of other communities and ensuring that they feel welcomed in Singapore too. Because we are Singapore, right? So every individual kind of represents Singapore. We all hold a facet of Singapore within us. So as Singaporeans, we should be gracious, and it doesn't have to be over the top. It just has to do about respecting other people's rights and respecting other people's feelings and their, for example, the need for them to rest, or just being nice about it, saying that you guys can share. So that's one thing that I learned from a photo shoot that I did as an editor, and that's something that I would like to remind myself of, to just be kind to anyone who I encounter along in this journey. And especially because I'm a Singaporean young person, to be respecting of other people regardless of where they come from, regardless of who they are, especially if I have not experienced something that has perpetuated the stigma for me as an individual.